We're live, and we're here. Welcome, welcome. I am the Divine Maverick, and it's snowing. I'm so happy that you guys are here. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to give you a moment to get in the room. I'm going to give you a moment to get in the room. Hi. Calling in support. Call it in, call it in. Calling in support is the title of the message. Welcome. Hello, V. Thank you for being here. Hey, Rolanda. All right. No filter. So listen, calling in support. This is a good download. Let me tell you what I was hearing. Let's start with the channeled messages first. First of all, I've been getting several messages about a portals, opening and closing, right? We all know there's a big one for spring equinox. There's also a big one coming 222. So next week or this weekend, I don't know what day it is, but but the numbers mean something. That's another thing. The numbers are really meaning something. Angel numbers are going to save your life. Angel numbers, hi, unique model. Angel numbers are going to save your life. I'm telling you right now. The instructions are here. The codes are being released. The downloads are coming. So, y'all, it's good to see you, star seeds. It's good to be here. It's good to be here. Saturday, thank you. Hello, Rebecca. It's good to see y'all. So, here's the thing. There is a crossroads message as well. Knighthood keeps coming up to me. The Knights of the Round Table, Avalon, Queen Mary Catherine, Queen Catherine, King Arthur may be significant for some of you. Okay, those may be significant things, but knighthood is here as a message that is something about oaths and vows. VOWS. We talked about this a couple of days ago or yesterday. It's coming through again as something that you said, something that you hold dear. Because a vow is a solemn promise. So it's a solemn promise that you have made, and whatever this has to do with a timing thing. So there is a window of opportunity that has been and that will continue to be open. However, there is, for the first time I can recall hearing it like this, but there is like a time limit. There's a certain amount of time happening, and it's decision making time. These are messages I'm hearing: decision making time, reckoning, day of reckoning. It's time for a day of reckoning. All right. Somebody, high speed, low drag, find the day of reckoning. What is that? I need a definition on that. Day of reckoning. Day of reckoning. Give me a definition on that, please, and thank you. Because we need to hear what that is. We need to know. Let's learn together. Let's grow together. So, calling in support. This knighthood energy is an energy of independence. It might even be, hey friend, it might even be like toxic independence. If you know what that phrase means, it might mean something to you, me saying that. But the knighthood card is giving me big energy on you having difficulty asking for assistance from people. You don't want to have to rely on anybody or be seen like you're relying on somebody. All right, somebody might have some kind of skin rash or eczema or something, because I feel like my chest is itching across here. So see what I'm doing right here? All right, this also might have very much to do with your throat chakra and your heart chakra activation, which means you speaking your truth, but you can't speak your truth until you follow your heart. That's a big message here. Like, you have to learn lessons about, like, not Seven of Swords energy. Stop lying to yourself. That's what I'm hearing. Stop lying to yourself. Stop acting like, it doesn't hurt. Admit that you are hurt so you can move forward. So these are messages that I'm hearing very clearly. So you're at a crossroads, and so whatever this crossroads is, you are definitely going to be making a decision. Mistakes or misdeeds must be punished or paid for. Wow. So thank you, Rebecca. Now listen, Reckoning is mistakes or misdeeds must be punished or paid for. Now, let me tell you right now, this is interesting. So this is some past life, something or some kind of belief system that you're holding on to. Because if you feel like you still want to get revenge, I'm telling you, remember what the good book says. If you read that scripture that says, "Vengeance is mine," saith the Lord. I know you are the Lord. I know you God and everything. But I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the principle of the justice that you are owed. I'm talking about you having a belief that there is punishment. You know what I'm saying? Even having that belief. Hear what I'm saying now. Hear me. Please receive what I'm saying in the spirit that I'm saying it. If you have that belief in punishment, guess what you're going to keep attracting into your life? You cannot see it as punishment. You have to see lessons. You have to see opportunities for growth. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Phil. That's what you have to see, opportunities for growth. You know what I'm saying? That is how you shift your paradigm. That is how you get out of the struggle love to, open and free love. Yeah, what? And again, it's those vows. It's those vows. It's about, especially, you see the knight has a sword. What did knights do? What the function of knights were like? They were security for royals, right? The knights defended the castle, defended the king, defended the queen. So we understand the archetype of the warrior that many of you carry. We understand the archetype of the warrior, don't we? Right. We must defend, which goes right back to those oaths and those vows. I'm talking to many of you who you're like, I'm standing on business. That's what you say today. That's an oath and a vow, a vow of sainthood, a vow of loyalty, any of those vows. Today's jargon for that, we don't say I took an oath or this is my vow. We say I'm standing on business. So that's the archetype, though. You see the connection now? And because of that, what you said that you uphold and the vow that you took, I even forgot why I was saying that, but because the fear of success is coming to me now. It's like you're going to have to let go of the reins. You're going to have to let go of the reins, and you're going to have to ask for support. That's where I was going with it. Thank you. You're going to have to ask for support. Now, listen, it doesn't have to be people, okay? People are going to come as a result of this next thing that you're going to do. I'm being guided to say, okay? Because I'm not trying to tell you to do anything. I'm going to present this information. But if you do this next thing, which is ask your angels. I know I'm talking to those of you who interact on the regular with your angels and your guides, your spirit, Jesus, God, universe, source. Those of you, I know who I'm talking to. I have my audience. Y'all know, but I needed to say that for the ones that are kind of curious and listening and finding their way, because remember how you got found? Remember how you got found? That's how I hear it. So this is how, we have to speak in a way that, yes, I'm talking to you, but there's also ones that are listening and curious, which is how you're going to also continue to live your life and come out of that energy of ever feeling stagnant or like you're missing an opportunity. You're going to get more into the exploration of it, the becoming curious all over again. Okay, if that's you and you are in need of a change of scenery, if you're in need of a different tempo, if you're in need of a shift in that rhythm, then put in the chat. This is your energetic exchange. By way of energetic exchange, let's get this energy moving in your life and put a change. A change. A change. Some of y'all are going to put a different tempo. All right. That's what I'm saying. Connect. Again, I'm getting that very strong scribe energy. Those of you who are writers. Now, calling in support. When you ask your angels, your guides, when you ask them for support, help me. And this is another thing. Let's simplify it. That's another thing they're saying. Let's simplify it. I see you, Debbie. I see you, crazy dog mama. I see you. Is it pressure? Hi, Fred. I see you. I see you. Yes, let's switch up the tempo. Thank you. All right. I see you, unique model. I hear you. It's happening, y'all. I see you, Betty. It's a change. Okay. I love it. Key. I'm hearing the name Key. This is a key. Oh my goodness. What was I saying? Yes, when you ask your angels to help, when you ask your angels to help you, Thank you, Elizabeth. I'm sorry I got distracted by a comment. That's okay. When you ask your angels to help you, they will help you. And it's not very difficult. Let's just, thank you, Rebecca, simplify it. Help me. Help me. Help. One word, help. Here's another word, please. Ayamaso todo. Right now, very, very clearly, I hear, let's do it in the chat, energetic exchange. Help or please. Put that in the chat as an energetic exchange. And your angels are telling me right now, you're going to feel a manifested presence. Watch this. Watch how energy works. Help, please. Very simple. From the very top of your heart, the tippy top of your heart. Okay? The tippy top of your heart. It's not a game. It's not a joke. This is really about, okay. Now watch this. He homasetalo mamaye. He sotala manda lo hamaye. Alisa kona male yesha nono hopeakase. Ede de lo mosha dalia ondo goya. Rolanda said, help, please. Sele onsa bogosha dele eja la da da. Bogoma la je ondo lo obaya de de. Do y'all feel it? Esala no ma da de ye kelaya. Some of you are feeling as heat, as fire. Eledo no maya de yaya. On the bottom of your feet, alose na yada. On your back, you know, like as if you're wearing a shawl. Esele no maya. Some of you all have a stirring in your belly right now. See? Esele go madaye. Lo maya shalo yamarigali andi yedo. You're never alone. Abola anjeke lao da boy. Hasele angelo babai. Selema hoche bejanone. Barneta alokone. Barneta ochamele ondaki ita. Or pose nadi chokolo onteme iti. Or tamokotali injomona. Alendala andalo babaya satuma seke. Bayono shamandiri siala umatakai ni. Ayo. Bo namasia tala obaseya. Yes, and I do hear, like we said earlier, it's not your battle to fight. Just call in the support. Just ask for help. It's not your battle to fight. Things will be paid. Misdeeds, if you anything, you will receive justice. I'm hearing your justice it looks more like a posture. It's not an action. I'll say it again. Your justice, you getting justice is a posture for you. And that's a rest. It's an inner peace. It's a resting. It's a ceasing from anger and ceasing from, I'm hearing your labor. So your justice looks like repose or rest. It's in action. And then you will see everything begin to come together. You're calling in your support now. It's happening. I'm seeing different situations. I see. I see. I see. But if you were having a hard time leaving a situation, I mean, there's something you needed to break away from and you kept going back and back and back and back again because you didn't have resources or there was things that were affecting your stability. I am seeing your help coming now. You're going to be able to leave this time. But June is a big month for some of you. June. October is also a big month. November, as well as Capricorn season. Okay, but justice is here too, as well as Ten of Swords. So there is a reckoning that is happening. There is a recompense. This is a good thing. Like I said, if this is a belief system, and once this happens, consider yourself closing the door on believing that you or somebody else needs to be punished. Okay, this is you closing the door on having to feel like you need that justice. Just know that it's not your battles to fight. Your only responsibility is to be love, to embody love. When you cannot embody your light, when your shadow when your shadow has that much of a hold on you and you cannot embody that light, just believe that you will eventually find your way back home, which is back to your light. And it will happen because your heart is good. You have to know that. You have to believe that. If you don't believe that, then this is going to be a very difficult journey because everything that you do is going to be shrouded or clouded by fear of judgment. You know what I mean? Something's going to happen to you, Ten of Swords. Something bad's going to happen. And it also slows you down feeling that way, wanting that get back, some of you they said you stop building and going forward because you were looking back at what someone had done. You kept looking back, and it's like you stopped building, you stopped growing, you know, and because you were looking back at what somebody else had done, and even what they were doing, you know, what they're doing now, and it kind of had you in a space. But I see you being able to come through that now. Your perspective has changed, you know, has had to change. Like I said, and also the perspective about the punishment, the judgment, getting it back, get you back, all of that. You know, hope they get it and all that. I know, and many of these are subconscious, but it's still nonetheless, it's still affecting the progress. It's still affecting the trajectory. It needs to be dealt with, is what I'm saying. Healing is mandatory, but the suffering is optional. It's all in the way you look at it. The Pisces card, Hangman, is out here, which talks about a perspective change. And the Eight of Swords is coming out to accompany that. The Hangman is about perspective. The Eight of Swords is about you making stuff up. And it's looking rough. You know what I mean? You're making it up and it's looking rough. It's just rough. But call in support. Get out of your self-imposed prison of thinking that you are bothering somebody. I heard a message that take up space. You are here to take up space. Okay? And I had an image of a man when he sits down, he sits with his legs, you know what I'm saying, wide open. You know, he takes up space. He lets you know he was there. You know, sometimes some people, you know, they close the door really hard when they come in the room. I don't know who that's for, but they, you know, boom, they're home. You know, and then there's others that I'm seeing men shaking hands. Like men teach their sons, like, have a firm handshake. You know, even their daughters have a firm handshake. Look somebody right in the eye when you talk to them. You know, these kind of things. But this is what I'm saying. You take up space. You have permission to take up space. You have permission to speak. You have permission to be seen. So get out of your head. Get out of your head and get out of those vows that keep you loyal to something that does no longer serves you. It's no longer worth you being loyal to. It's run its course. And many of you are getting clarity in that tonight. It's run its course. You feel it. Ascendo. So that's why you're calling in support. You're calling in that emotional assistance, that spiritual guidance, that way of being, magician and the King of Wands. You see what I'm saying? You calling in the energy that you need. Call in support so that you can move forward. Call in support so that you can feel more confident. Call in support so you can feel your magic again, so you can get in touch with your magic. And the way you do that is you keep trying. Do not give up. This is a lesson. I'm saying the Ten of Swords. This is a lesson. Some of you had very, very deceitful voices in your head, and in your, like I said, your subconscious betrayed you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that mindset can no longer go where you go. Specifically, the getting back at people, the revenge, and I hope that, you know, you hoping something happens to somebody, or thinking that somebody's getting away with something. In the universal scheme of things, with the big picture, nobody gets away with anything. Not even you. Think about it. It is an illusion to think that if somebody's gonna get caught, it'll be me, because I'm hearing somebody with that story. Like, if there's something that's gonna happen, like, you know, it's gonna happen to me. You're like Murphy's Law. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's going to get caught, it's going to be me. I could never, you know, I can't never get away with anything. If that's been your narrative, then just know you can let that go. You can absolutely let that narrative go. All right? Get out of your head and get into your heart, and rethink, reframe what you think success is. Success is not, now you're understanding when you've had to shift and switch up and compromise and do different things. You're now learning, or you have learned, that it's not the cars, it's not the houses, it's not the trips, it's not the material things. Those are perks and those are amazing and to be appreciated. But you are realizing that success is really doing what makes your soul sing. Success is doing what makes your heart sing, like what you really, really like. Because when you do that, when you engage with that, then there is nothing that you won't do for it. You're not obligated now. You're doing something because you're passionate about it. You're doing something because there is reciprocity. You are giving and you're receiving that pleasure from doing that thing, from participating in that thing. And it goes across the board, whether you are building a business or whether you are building a relationship with someone. It must be something that you want to do, something that you don't need to set the alarm clock for. And this is not to fall into more judgment because you don't get up when the alarm goes off. You know what I mean? This is simply to say, note the things that make you spring into action or even out of bed. You know what I'm saying? Note those kind of things. So call in support. Ask for help. If you're just joining us, you're calling in your angels tonight. You're calling in your angels, and your angels are going to then call in support in your now, in your physical realm. Your angels are going to do that for you, okay? But they want you to first get used to, it's all you're doing is learning to place a demand on the universe, on the abundance of life. See, with 8 of Swords energy, you don't do that. With 10 of Swords energy, you don't do that. 6 of Swords energy means you hold on to things that you literally have no emotional bond with or no connection with, but you do it because you're a knight. You took a vow. There is loyalty in you. You must do this. This is expected of me. This is demanded of me. This is who I am. Whether this is I'm a man, so a man does this, or I'm a woman and a woman acts like this, or even I'm a child and a child must do this. You know what I mean? Whatever these vows are, this energy has been following you, and it's been holding you in your mind. It's been holding you because there's a part of you, very subconscious, that remembers it. So tonight, help, please. It's very simple. Either say help or say please. And your angels are like, get used to working with us. You have to get used to being who you are at all times, magician. King of Wands. You have to get used to being magical at all times. You came here to marry the physical and the spiritual, or heaven and earth. That is why you are here, to learn to live as Jesus walked the earth, fully human, fully divine. See what I'm saying? This is what we're doing. You are a Yeshua archetype. You are of the kingdom of light. You are of another star, a galaxy. So you are literally down here shining. So you did not come down here for rah-rah. You're just remembering it. That's why you can blossom into who you are becoming now. These are just memories. That's just other timelines. It feels very now, it feels very present, but that's only because you're making it like that. It does not have to be that way. That's the beauty of even this realm. The same way fear is spouted and fear is funneled into our realities and our atmosphere, the same way we can manifest more light. We can understand what it is for what it is, and then put it like we need it to be. That is the magician. That is the alchemy. That is your superpower, your love, not being bothered. See, being unbothered is a superpower. You know what I mean? It's different from being numb. You numb yourself out when the traumas are too much and you can't seem to find your way through the pain, and because you're too busy trying to understand it. You're trying to make sense of it. And sometimes that's good, sometimes it's not so good, because if it keeps you on this spiral, in this cycle of always needing to heal, it'll become exhausting. So that's why you have to call in support, so your angel can say, yes, that happened, but guess what? Your angels are always going to direct you to the future. They're always going to direct you to over here where we are going. They're always going to direct you there. They are not going to wallow here unless you ask, if you need to. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we need to, but other times we can just go to the next place. So if you want to go to the next place, this is not like skipping a grade or anything. It's just again, the suffering is optional. This is not like Seven of Swords deluding yourself. No. This is like believing what God says about you. That's how you can frame it. Trusting yourself. If you feel like you don't really trust yourself and it still feels like something outside of you, you know what I mean? That's okay. Then let that something outside of you really, really, really love you and support you and want to see you win. And if that helps you be confident, then fine. If you are putting it on you, okay, and you're like, I am divine, this is who I am doing this. You know what I'm saying? For example, when Jesus was in the storm, he did not pray. He did not pray to his Father. First of all, he and his Father are one, right? That's a whole nother topic, but I'm just saying, I'm trying to paint a picture for you. He did not pray, but he did command the wind and the rain and the seas to cease. You see what I'm saying? When he was with the feeding the 5,000, right? These are stories of humanity and divinity. Divinity meeting humanity. Whole earth angel, whole healer, walking around just being magical. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, you are that. There's no difference between you and the Messiah. Okay? Okay? So with that being said, when he fed the 5,000, he didn't pray. He did, however, lift the food up, right, to the sky. And we can say lift to the higher self, my higher self. You know what I'm saying? As above, so below. You can say he prayed, but he just lifted the food. Almost presented it to who? To who's up there? You see what I'm saying? Or could it? That's a whole message. There was so much in there what was just said. But it was simply, let me do this. It wasn't, oh, let me go to the mountain and pray. I need to ask the Father for some fish and stuff. I need some groceries. I need Instacart. You know what I mean? It wasn't like that. It was, here's what I got. He took what he had and he believed. He took what he had and then he multiplied it. He believed that he could multiply it. And how? I wasn't there, or was I? But I'm just probably because he could see what he wanted. He knew who he had to feed, so he knew he needed how much he needed. I need enough, which is another lesson for us. We're always going to have what we need. We just have to have faith. So call in your support. Okay? Call in your support. Again, first, ask the angels. Ask your angels. Your angels are going to connect you. That's how you connect to that spirit realm. Your angels. You're connecting to your higher self. And remember, it feels really good here. It feels really good in your higher self. Everything feels doable. Nothing seems impossible. Nothing feels impossible. Everything feels very light. Everything feels very flowy. That's how you know you're in that space. When you're in the space, when you're in the realm, you're not worried about the bills. You're not worried about love that's across town or across the water. You're not worried about your children's safety. That's something that is there, yes, but you're not. This is what I'm trying to say. This is the shift. You're not worried about things that this realm causes you to worry about when you connect to your higher self, because your higher self already knows why you are here, and your higher self knows that everything that you've been going through has been tailor-made in order for you to find your way. It's almost like an obstacle course. It's Earth School. Yes. So anyway, with that, I believe that's all I wanted to say about that. To call in your support. And when you do that, your angels are going to literally give you people that are going to come in your life, and they are going to support what you are doing. They are going to support you in such a way, such a beautiful, beautiful way. They're going to support you in all your visions. They're going to, like, some of you got just people that are just going to listen. You know what I mean? Just listen to you. Be there with you. You know what I mean? Be there for you. So, yeah, bliss me, please. Right, V? So I'll just leave that right there. Just know that you got this. Do it makes your soul sing. And you have been training for this for a lifetime. The message is that you are called. You have soul gifts and training. All right. Some of you have been training. Some of you are about to discover or uncover some new soul gifts, and you're going to be training for that. But don't worry about it. It's going to be easy to train, because all you have to do is live your life positively. All right. So with that, I want to thank you for being here, V. Thank you for being the best dog moderator this side of the globe. All right, Houston. Thank you for all the YouTube and TikTok, and over here on what's the third one? Instagram. Thank you guys for being here. Until we meet again, take care of yourselves and each other. Night night. For now. Bye, Rekka.